Thompson.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
Good evening, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here with you today. 13 years ago, we did something that everybody thought was a little bit crazy. You know, in law school, they don't teach you about recovery. They don't teach you about treatment. When you're a prosecutor, they teach you about law and order, about punishment. But 13 years ago, we had an idea for Fayette County that we were going to do things a little bit differently, and we needed to have champions to help. And I'm privileged to have our champions here. I see Senator Wicks and Representative Bazemore that have been friends, and they've been champions for our program. So, Senator, thank you very much, and Representative Bazemore, thank you very much for being our champions. I also see Mayor Johnson. Mayor Leonard, thank you very much. You've been our champions. You've been at our graduations. You've been supportive every step of the way. And I have actually seen folks that have graduated from our program, and they are here today. I've had conversations with them, and they're telling me about how their life is incredible. They're doing well. They're leading a clean and sober lifestyle. And I was having another conversation with somebody today, another graduate from our program. He just bought a house. He just started a new business locally, and he graduated from our program, and we are so proud of everybody that goes through our program. So what are these programs that I'm talking to you about? They are the accountability courts. As your accountability court judge, I have the privilege of witnessing something that's truly extraordinary. I get to witness in the courtroom the power of recovery, and I get to see it with our friends like Doreen, who serves on our board of advisors, and she comes to our graduations, and there's so many of other folks that help us with that as well. Every day in your state court, we don't just see cases, we don't just see charges, we don't see files. You know what we see? I get to see people. People with struggles, people with families, but people with potential. And more importantly, people with the ability to change. You know, in a traditional courtroom, people come before the bench and they're defined by a case number, by a charge or a mistake. But in Fayette County State Court, in our accountability courts, we look deeper. We see people not just for what brought them into the system, but for who they can become. And that's the essence of recovery, believing in the possibility of change, even when change feels out of reach. I met a volunteer just a few moments ago, and he was telling me that he is in such a good place now, and he has gone through our program, and he's gone through Fayette County State Court, and I actually got to hug two of our probationers today. That is a really cool feeling as your state court judge that I get to do that. You see, folks, recovery is not a straight path. It is a journey it's marked by courage, determination, and resilience. It's not easy, and it does not happen overnight. It's demanding, uncomfortable, and it requires people to face parts of themselves that they have long avoided. It takes courage to step into treatment. It takes strength to show up week after week, and even sometimes after setbacks. And it takes humility to accept support and guidance, especially in a courtroom where you once were treated with only judgment. Your accountability court in Fayette County is not about punishment. It's about responsibility. We ask participants to take ownership of their choices, but also ownership of their future. We combine structure with compassion. We blend consequences with encouragement, and in doing so, we create a space where recovery is possible. I tell our participants this: recovery is not about being perfect, it's about making progress. Every time you show up, every time you complete a treatment session, every time you choose not to give up, you are rewriting your story. And as a judge, I have the honor of seeing these stories unfold. Recovery, it extends far beyond the individual. When a parent finds recovery, their children gain stability. When a son or a daughter chooses sobriety, their parents gain peace. When a neighbor heals, the whole community benefits. Lower crime, reduced incarceration cost, stronger families, and safer streets. These aren't just statistics. They are the results of the recovery through accountability courts. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with good news. I told you that we got together in 2013 with the idea of doing things a little differently, and that was our DUI drug court, which we started in 2016. 3 years later, we added a veterans treatment court. That was something else we were going to do to offer our military community. Since we have created these programs, our accountability courts, we have celebrated 114 graduates. That's 114, Doreen, tap it up, there you go. 114 people that did not go into jail, that they chose option B, they chose recovery. Together, they represent more than just the numbers they represent. They represent lives that were rebuilt, families restored, and second chances realized. Here's another thing for our Fayette County taxpayers. Through this program, our community has saved over $1 million in jail costs. Let me back that up one more time. We have saved our community over $1 million in jail costs. That's how much we used to pay to keep somebody incarcerated. But for these 119 people that went through the program, we saved that money and we reallocate it. Does the fire department need it? Does Fayette Senior Services need it? Do other organizations need it? Let's spend $1 million on something else other than jail. And I'm proud to say that's what we have done for Fayette County through Fayette County State Court. But you know what? The greater savings cannot be measured in dollars. They're found in the children who got to see their parents come home, in the jobs that are kept, and in the hope that is renewed. You see, your accountability court in Fayette County State Court, it doesn't just change lives, it saves them. And it protects the community we all share. And I'm going to extend an invitation tomorrow at 5 p.m. Dawn Opar is going to be our graduation speaker. We're going to be at the Fayette County Library, and we are going to proudly celebrate 6 more graduates that have worked hard to transform their lives through this program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to stand before you today representing Fayette County State Court. I could not do this without your support. You have supported me, you have supported my team, you believe in our vision, and I appreciate it. And because of that, we are going to continue to offer programs like this for our citizens in Fayette County through our DUI drug court, through our veterans treatment court, and we are looking at ways that we can also treat folks that have mental health issues. So again, we do this together. Thank you once again for the support. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for the encouragement. And I'm going to stick around if you have any questions or you have any ways that you can help us as we achieve this for Fayette County. I want to work with you. Thank you very much on behalf of Fayette County State Court. My name is Jason Thompson. It's a privilege to serve as your state court judge.